Hello and welcome back. In this video, we are going to discuss the algebraic functions and operations on algebraic functions. So algebraic functions are the functions expressed in the form of algebraic expressions. Like we have taken an example of a function f in which x maps onto x square plus 1, or it can also be written as f of x equals x square plus 1. That is the same function written in two notations. So in this function f, x is considered as the input of function, or we can also say it the pre-image, while the x square minus x square plus 1 is termed as output of the function, or we can also say it the image of x under f. So in algebraic functions or any other function, we can change the input of the function. Like the function is f and I want to change the input from x to a, so it will become a maps onto a square plus 1. When the input changes, the output of the function will also change. While x was mapped onto x square plus 1, a will map onto a square plus 1. Similarly, we change another take another input of the function. Like if I take input of the function 4, so what will be the output of the function? It will be the square of 4 plus 1, which leads to 16 plus 1, and the result is 17. So I can say that f such that 4 maps onto 17, or we can also write it as f of 4 equals 17. So we can say that 17 is image of 4 under f. Let's take some other examples in which we will discuss a few more operations and the questions that may appear in the exam. Like the first one, we have taken f of x is equal to x square plus 1, the function in the previous one, and there is another function g of x defined as 5x minus 3. Now what are we going to find? In first one, he said find f of p. So we are to replace the variable x of the function f with p. So it will become p square plus 1. We know f of x was x square plus 1. So when we replace x with p, it will become p square plus 1. In the b part, it's g of 5, which means we are going to replace the variable x of the function g of x with 5. So it will become 5 times 5 minus 3, which will give us 25 minus 3 equals 22. So I can say that g of 5 is equal to 22, or 22 is the image of 5 under function g. In the next part, we have taken another example, another value of the function. It involves two values of the two functions, f of 3 plus g of 3. So we can do it in 2 or 3 steps. First, we will find the value of f of 3. It will be 3 square plus 1. Close it with the square brackets, then place positive symbol which was given between the functions. Then write the value of g of 3, and g of 3 will be 5 times 3 minus 3. Now we need to simplify these values in the square bracket first, and then we will add them up. So it will become 9 plus 1 plus 15 minus 3. So the result will be 10 plus 12, and that is 22. So that was the value of f of 3 plus g of 3. It equals 22. We have another part of the same question. It's f of 6 minus g of 6. So what will be the f of 6? It will become the square of 6 plus 1. Then place negative, and g of 6 will be 5 times 6 minus 3. So after simplification, it will be 36 plus 1 and place minus, and then the simplified form will be 30 minus 3. All right. The sum of 36 and 1 will be 37, while the difference of 30 and 3 will be 27. So the result is 10. We can say that f of 6 minus g of 6 equals 10. In the next part, we have taken a condition where f of x will equal to g of x, and we have to find the value of x. So in such conditions, we have to replace the function f of x with its expression. It was x square plus 1 equals g of x. Replace g of x with its expression f. It was 5x minus 3. Now because we have to find the value of x, so we will have to solve this equation which involve a quadratic term. So we have to move this expression f 5x minus 3 on the right hand side, so that the equation change into standard form. So x square plus 1 minus 5x plus 3 equals 0 will be x square minus 5x plus 4 equals 0, and I think we can solve it by factorization. The factors will be minus 4x and minus x, so it finally will become x minus 4 times x minus 1 is equal to 0, and we can find the values of the x from here by first taking x minus 4 is equal to 0, and second x minus 1 equals 0. So x is equal to 4 or x is equal to 1. So we can say that for these two values of the x, the condition will be fulfilled. The condition will be satisfied that f of x will be equal to g of x. Let's take another example of a function h of x is given as mx plus c, where m and c are constants, and in a part we have to find the value of m and c. We are given two conditions: h of minus 1 equals minus 5, while h of 3 equals 19. So we have to utilize these two conditions, and we will derive two equations, and then we will solve them simultaneously. First, utilizing the condition h of minus 1 is equal to minus 5. H of minus 1 means that we have to replace x in h of x by minus 1. So it will be m times minus 1 plus c equals minus 5. I can write it as c minus m is equal to minus 5. And in the second condition, it was h of 3 is equal to 19. So h of 3 mean we have to replace x with 3. It will be m times 3 plus c is equal to 19, and after simplification we can see it's c plus 3m is equal to 19. Now we have to solve these two equations simultaneously. I name it a and b. You can solve it any way you want. I will like to solve it with the substitution method, that c will become m minus 5. The negative m on the left hand side will turn to positive on right hand side. Now put this value in the equation b. It will become m minus 5 plus 3m is equal to 19. So the 4m will be 19 plus 5, or 4m equals 24, which means the m will be 6. Now we will replace this value of m in the expression c is equal to m minus 5. We will get the value of c, and it will be 6 minus 5, giving us c is equal to positive 1. So that is how we work with the value of m and c using the two conditions given in the question. All right. In the b part, we have to figure out the value of h of 5. Now we know that h of x was mx plus c, where m is 6, replace it, and c is 1, so that is now h of x. But we need h of 5, that means we have to replace x with 5, so it will be 6 times 5 plus 1, it will be 30 plus 1 equals 31. So h of 5 is equal to 31, which means that image of 5 under h is 31. Now I will like to give you a self-assessment. Pause the video for a minute, try this question and then see its answers below.